Hi guys, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. So we're going to do your week ahead reading for you today. It's Monday the 14th through to Sunday the 20th of October 2019. These are the cards. I often get asked what cards I'm using in the reading, so I'd like to show you the cards that I'm actually using for your reading. So we always start off with the weekly check-in where we look at the week ahead and we just look at kind of general things coming through, and we look at various areas concerning the week. And for that we use this top row of cards here. We use the Everyday Enchantment Tarot by Poppy Palin. We use the Ancestor Path Tarot by Julia Kuchia Watts. We use the Tarot Grand Luxe and New deck by Chiro Marchetti. It's probably not so new, but definitely as mass marketed deck, it's fairly new. So Chiro Marchetti, the Tarot Grand Luxe. And we also use for your advice a new deck that was bought, the Tarot deck, Art of Life Tarot deck by Charles Livingston. This is a very kind of different tarot deck, because what this tarot deck, guys, does is it has the same 78 cards, but you've got quotes on each of the 78 cards. So that's why I'm using this. I don't use this in kind of readings, traditionally as cards for readings. I use these more as advice, which is really nice. For your second reading, where we look at the 10 card work area and the 10 card love area, we use my favourite card, my favourite deck of all, the Dark Mansion Tarot. Phenomenal, guys. We use this one here. And we are also using for your advice for love and money, Tea Leaf Fortune cards by Ray Hepburn, and also the Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. Okay, enjoy your reading, guys. Hi guys, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your reading. We're going to be doing the 14th through to the 20th of October 2019. We're going to be doing your weekly check-in reading first, then we're going to be looking at your love reading and, well, your work reading first, sorry, and then your love reading afterwards. Okay, I'm not going to be appearing directly on the reading this week. I just want to be able to show you guys the cards today. So, yeah, sit back and enjoy the reading. Okay, Pisces, cards are down. Let's have a look at your reading. So Pisces, you are showing as being why are you showing as being that Ten of Swords? Chiro Marchetti, when he devised this deck, he said that the Ten of Swords he saw the Ten of Swords as somebody who felt like a victim. That's what he says in, and it depends. When you buy a new deck of cards, you can read the book and you can look at what the author and what the illustrator had meant when they devised, the illustration, what their interpretation was of the card. And some people do. I don't. I never read the books. I don't. And I probably should do, but I don't. I usually just go with my intuition and what I feel about that illustration, which is why you always see me using illustrated decks. Love Chiro Marchetti's Tarot Grand Luxe deck. It's amazing. But yeah, I mean, this is somebody who's very much in bondage. If you look at his hands are behind his back, they're in chains, and there are swords. It's very reminiscent of that Eight of Swords energy showing up, isn't it? Very, very similar. And really the 8, the 9 and the 10 of Swords, in a way, they're cards that indicate powerlessness. All three of them do, to be perfectly honest with you. 8, 9 and 10 I see as the powerless cards, and some of you guys are this week feeling powerless. Very much Hanged Man energy. Some people say, well, to be honest with you, the Hanged Man as a major card. A lot of people indicate that card means to just surrender and some people look at the Ten of Swords as a card of surrender, but I also see it as sometimes when we're surrendering to things, we're just giving up and we're saying, okay, that's just the way it is and I'm just going to accept it. Some of you guys are feeling in a little bit of victim mode. You are feeling that your hands are tied. Your hands might be tied by other people's ideas, because swords around people indicate maybe other people's ideas, other people's thoughts, other people's language. And some of you guys might be feeling a little bit with that Ten of Swords and the hands chained, slightly powerless, I think, for some reason. We're going to have a look at what the reason is for this. It's because of the Ace of Swords. It's because of some form of truth Now, the Ace of Swords means all sorts of things. The Ace of Swords can mean the beginning of an argument. The Ace of Swords can mean the beginning of a plan. It can mean the beginning of a new idea. It can mean clarity. It can mean clear communication. This is the card of direct communication. Okay, and some of you guys might be feeling powerless. It might be to do with something to do with some form of argument or direct communication you've had, or it might be something that you're seeing quite clearly. It might be a truth that's coming through, because the Ace of Swords is all about the truth that is now coming through in a situation. And some of you guys might be feeling powerless in a way to handle the truth. Because if you look at this card here, the hands are chained, and this person is powerless to do anything about the sword. It's not like he can unchain himself. He doesn't feel that he can and pick up the sword, wield it. So he can't wield this truth. He can't manipulate the truth. He can't. It's almost like there's something here that came through for some of you guys, Pisces, and there's nothing you can do about it because it is the truth. And when the truth is staring you in the face, sometimes there's absolutely nothing that you can do about that truth, because the truth is indeed the truth, unfortunately. I feel that there's something about truth, some form of honesty and truth that's come through. And I think that you guys know with that Ten of Swords energy that you're powerless to do anything about that truth, because the truth is what it is. It is actually the truth. And when something is staring you in the face, it is sometimes at that time, Pisces, we are powerless to do anything about that. So some of you guys are feeling powerless to change some form of truth. Let's have a look at what your goal is for the week. Well, your goal is death. Your goal is to end a situation, to change. I don't think it is, it depends, because you're not Scorpio, Pisces. So this is some form of, I don't think this is some form of personal transformation, but I feel that your goal is to put something to bed, to put something to rest. If you look at this woman here, she's kind of just messing around with the skull here. It's almost like she wants to bury something with this skull bit in her hand. So I feel that that your goal for the week is to put something to rest with this death energy. What is the obstacle you overcome? There's a lot of burdens that come with this. There's a lot of stress with the Ten of Swords energy. Some of you guys are feeling really burdened with that Ten of Wands energy. And we see 3 cards indicating changes around you, being, well, 4 cards. Ace of Swords is also a card about change. Actually, the Ace of Swords is sometimes called the Death card as well, because they both indicate cutting oneself off from the past and moving forward into the future. So you've got 4 cards indicating endings. Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands, Death, and the Ace of Swords. All 4 cards are actually indicating a change and an ending for Pisces. But I feel that you guys, your goal is to put something to rest with the death energy. But I do feel that with that Ten of Wands energy, the obstacle that you need to overcome is that this is a really difficult thing for you guys to do with that Ten of Wands energy. What could you be achieving by the end of the week? Yeah, you could be breaking free from that. You've got the Tower. You've got 5 cards now indicating endings. Change, endings, movement, all 5 cards, every single one of them on here. That is incredible. Your reading is actually really incredible. I think that in a way, with you guys showing us the Ten of Swords, you don't want to embrace this truth. That's what I think is happening here. I think that I could say that you're surrendered, and you could have surrendered with the Ten of Swords to the truth. So let's say that. I think that and this is what I was saying, that with the Ten of Swords, with your hands being tied here, and almost with those 10 Swords energy, and it being about the truth here, there is no ability to untangle yourself from this truth, to manipulate it, to hide it, to ignore it. There's no way that you can do that this week, Pisces. It's just saying there's no way you can do that, because the truth is the truth. So you guys are actually surrendering to that truth, because you're powerless to do anything about it. When truth stares you in the face, when there's clarity there, you're powerless to make any of those changes, Pisces. And yes, the obstacle is, it's difficult. The obstacle that you need to overcome is it's difficult to put this to rest, because your goal is to put something to rest, but it's really difficult. It's really stressful with those 10 of Wands. But what you could be accomplishing is the Tower, having that power behind you to make that shift, to break free with the Tower energy. What is it you need to avoid? The 3 of Wands, that's interesting. The 3 of Wands, 3 of Wands, 3 of Wands. I think that you need to avoid looking to the future, because I think that this situation has no future. Because the Three of Wands is looking to the future. The Three of Wands, on this card, it indicates, kind of looks like they're being guided. But for me, the Three of Wands is looking over the horizon. And this card can also indicate looking ahead, looking to the future. So I feel that when it says you need to avoid doing that, Pisces, it's because in this situation here, there is no future. There is no future within this situation here. Okay? There is none. What you need to embrace is the moon. I think that you need to embrace your intuition with the moon energy. I think that you need to embrace your sixth sense, because the moon and the high priestess cards, they're very indicative of having a sixth sense. It's when your gut feeling is telling you to do something. So I actually feel that you need to embrace your sixth sense with that moon energy. And if you need advice and support, where can you go? Let's have a look. You can go to the Four of Coins. Okay. It's interesting that you can go to the Four of Coins, because the Four of Coins is someone who is holding on to a situation, someone who is clinging to something. The Four of Coins is also somebody who's quite distant, somebody who's disconnected. So maybe you go to someone who's disconnected. I mean, this person holds 4 coins in their hand, so they're holding something of value with the 4 coins energy. And, you know, the 4 is tricky to work that one out in a way. You can go to the 4 of Coins. This is somebody who, when you get the 4 of Coins, this is somebody who seems to be in their own, this is somebody who seems to be in their own world. They don't want to come out of a comfort zone. They're not really a part of the world. This person is very disconnected. I feel that you should go to somebody who's very disconnected from the situation. That's what's coming to me with this 4 of Coins. If you need advice, go to somebody who is very disconnected, because the 4 coins, Pisces, aren't you. They're nothing to do with you. You're not even an earth sign. You know, this isn't you that they're holding as value. This is people. This is someone who is disconnected. This is somebody who's sheltered. This is somebody who has their armor on when you get a 4 of Coins. Any card that shows somebody who is holding onto coins or holding something close to them, like they've got a battle shield, is holding some form of kind of armor. So this is somebody to me who is shielded from the situation, and somebody who isn't particularly directly connected to it. If you see what I mean with that 4 of Coins energy. We're going to quickly do this reading again, and then we're going to get your advice, Pisces, okay? We're going to get the advice through The Art of Life Tarot deck by Charlene Livingston. It's at the beginning of the video if you want to know what decks I used, okay, for this reading. But you guys are the 10 of Swords, okay? I think that you have surrendered to the truth, because the Ace of Swords is the truth. And when you're the 10 of Swords, sometimes you say, there's nothing I can do about it, so I might as well just surrender to it and just accept it. 10 of Swords is also a card of acceptance. So I do feel, Pisces, you guys have surrendered 10 of Swords to the truth with the Ace of Swords energy. I'm going to see what this truth is, actually. Let's clarify. Shall we clarify that and see what this truth is? What is this truth that Pisces have surrendered to? What is this truth that Pisces have surrendered to in 1 to 2 cards? Let's just have a look if you can tell us anything. Well, it's about love. The Ace of Cups energy showing up here. I think that somebody doesn't want this. You've got the 4 of Cups. Somebody's become bored of the relationship, or they've become bored of love. Because the Ace of Cups is all about a new relationship. Somebody's become bored of that. So I feel that you guys are surrendering to the truth that somebody's become bored of the relationship. So somebody's no longer in love. Somebody doesn't know what they want, because the Ace of Cups is probably what you're giving. But can you see the cup here? They're kind of got their hands clasped, and there's like, I don't know whether I want your Ace of Cups now. I don't know whether I want your love. So I think that you have to surrender to the truth, Pisces, that somebody here no longer is certain about worth their feelings for you. All right, because the Ace of Cups is also about feelings, and it could be why somebody doesn't know what their feelings are. They're not certain whether they have feelings for you, or whether, you know, they want to accept your love or accept your feelings. So this is all about love, I think, showing up here. And I think that with the 10 of Swords and the Ace of Swords, you're having to surrender to the truth that somebody's grown bored of the relationship. They're not certain of what their feelings are concerning you. Your goal is just to put this to bed now, just to end it, to move on with the death energy. But it's really hard. That's the obstacle you need to overcome with that 10 of Wands. It's really, really hard for you guys to do that. It really is. It's a really difficult thing to do. But by the end of the week, you could finally make that shift with the Tower energy and break free of this situation. Avoid thinking that there's a future, or looking towards a future with this person, because I don't think that there is going to be one. I'll be honest with you there, Pisces. And actually, the moon can be your card. They say it's representative of Cancer or Pisces. So tap into that intuition, I would say, with the moon energy. All right, you need to embrace your gut feeling. you know how it goes when you meet someone, when you're seeing someone, whether you've been with them for 3 months or 3 years, and you can see that the energy is off. Well, the energy is off in these cards. In fact, the energy is really off in these cards, Pisces, if I'm being completely honest with you. I think the energy is really off. I think it is. And I think you know that it is. There's something not right with the way that the person is acting. They're not acting as interested as they were before. There's something, you know, they're not as, you know, they're not as loving to you. They're not as interested as they once were. This is disinterested. Somebody's not interested in love anymore in you, unfortunately. And I think that you have to surrender. But then again, it could be you as well. It could be you. It could be you, because we do have the cup cards here. So it definitely could be you. Maybe you're surrendering to the truth of you not being particularly interested in a situation here. Maybe that's it, Pisces. Goal is to end it, put it to bed, but it's hard. You will break free, but avoid looking towards a future, because there is no future, especially if this is someone who is showing a lack of interest. And embrace your intuition with the moon energy and your gut instinct with that moon energy. If you need advice, go to someone who is probably very detached, somebody who is very not particularly, you know, connected with the situation with the Four of Coins. And also, thinking about it, go to a place of safety as well. Go to someone that you feel really safe with, or somebody who's able to give you some form of sanctuary. Somebody who's going to allow you just to kind of rest up and heal a little bit with the Four of Coins energy. What is the advice we're looking at here? So Universe Spirit, what is the advice you have for Pisces on this reading? What is the advice you have for Pisces on this reading? Oh, that's just, do you see that throw out? Seven of Pentacles. With time and patience, the mulberry leaf becomes a silk gown. Okay, lovely. All right, bear with me, Pisces. What we're going to do, we're going to get your work reading and your love reading done. Okay, Pisces, so we've got your cards down for work. Let's have a look at what we see. So often when I look at the Hanged Man, to me this represents delays. Okay, so and actually, Pisces, this is your major, so the Hanged Man. Some of you guys, it might be that you're taking a step back to review a situation in terms of work with that Hanged Man energy showing here before moving forward. Okay, because the King of Wands is direct action. So some of you guys are taking a step back to review a situation in terms of an opportunity, a job, that type of thing, Pisces, before taking direct action with that King of Wands energy showing there. Yeah, in work, the Eight of Coins energy showing up here. So let's have a look at the next one here. Four of Wands. I feel that some of you guys taking a step back before taking direct action in work, because the King of Wands is direct action. The Eight of Coins. So the Eight of Coins is about a job. Sometimes this can be training. Sometimes this can be a new job. The Four of Wands could be moving premises. So some of you guys might be moving work premises here. Okay, I don't think it's moving job, but I certainly feel, because the Four of Wands would be about moving your work premises. So this could be like moving departments, or, you know, moving work premises. You might be moving work premises or moving departments in work, something like that. We've got, but the Three of Swords is disappointment. Okay, so we've got a Three of Swords, which is indicating some disappointment within work. Four of Wands, within the environment that you work in, because Four of Wands I have to read is the building. This is some disappointment. This could be in moving premises, or, you know, moving work premises, that type of thing. Because Four of Wands for me is moving the work premise. When it comes to a moving work, the Four of Wands would say that, well, we're moving from one premise to another. We're moving from one building to another. And then we've got the work card of Eight of Coins energy showing up here. Let's have a look at the next one. We've got the Moon. So the Moon card in a work reading can often indicate hidden enemies, or this can indicate anxieties and fears, things going on behind the scenes. Let's have a look. There's an Empress here. I do feel that you've probably got somebody who's quite, it just feels to me like, because the Moon energy can be a hidden enemy, and you've got a woman here, an Empress, Pisces. I get the impression that you've got a jealous individual here. A jealous individual, or a woman is doing something behind the scenes, like talking behind your back, or she could be causing some problems, because the Moon is often, especially for females, this is female enemies. This is problems with women, and we've got a woman here, an Empress. I just feel that there's somebody doing something behind the scenes, or there could be a woman causing problems with that moon energy behind the scenes. She could even be talking behind your back, behind the scenes. The Chariot. So the Chariot is all about victory and success. This is overcoming difficulties, achievement with the Chariot energy showing here. You've got the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is often the card of dissatisfaction. I just feel that you're dissatisfied with the environment that you work in. I'm seeing the Four of Cups and the Four of Wands. Fours mean stability, but we've only got two of them really. So I've got dissatisfaction probably with the environment that some of you guys work in. I feel that you've got problems here with the Four of Swords energy showing up here. Yeah, with a partnership, with a group, because Lovers means groups. So I feel some of you guys are feeling disappointed, you're feeling disenchanted, you're feeling dissatisfied with the environment that you work in. I feel with the Three of Swords, you might have problems with a group of people with that Lovers. So those four cards are kind of saying to me that you're not happy with the environment that you work in, and there's kind of problems and difficulties with the Three of Swords with a group of people that you work in. And also some of you guys disappointed in the environment. You might be thinking about separating from a group of people, because Three of Swords is separation, okay? So moving jobs, for example. The Chariot is moving and this is job. So you're looking at probably moving job for some of you guys. I'm also seeing there's problems, I think, with a woman here for some of you guys, Pisces. I think there's a woman doing things behind your back. All right, I think there's a woman causing issues behind the scenes showing up here, okay? And I feel that you guys are reviewing taking direct action. You're probably reviewing, taking a step back to review whether you should take direct action towards this problematic female, this troublemaker. So what I'm getting for your reading, guys, is the Hanged Man and the King of Wands. I don't read this as a person, okay? I mean, this can certainly be a boss, okay, who's over you in the workplace. I mean, some of you guys, there's a few things that I'm thinking here, but I would say number one, what immediately struck me is the direct action of the King of Wands, and that is not always a person when it comes to anything. Wands don't, I mean, people, court cards don't always have to represent individuals, Pisces. But what I get here is you guys are taking a step back before taking direct action. It might be against somebody who's causing you problems. That moon means problematic female energy in work. People are gossipers, they're backstabbers, and you've got an Empress. So there's a woman, I think, causing some of you Pisces people problems here. But I think you're taking a step back. You're just taking a minute just to kind of fathom out whether you want to take some direct action. So this might be taking somebody to, and proceeding as well with this. Okay, proceeding with the Chariot energy. So some of you guys taking a step back before taking direct action and proceeding with some form of case or something like that against this this woman, this problematic individual, this troublemaker, this person who's backstabbing, gossiping, causing you problems in the workplace, with those 5 cards there, okay? What I'm getting here as well is some of you guys have probably even thought, I mean, I don't get any sword cards to say that you were thinking, but to fill in the gap, you've probably thought about moving jobs, because the Chariot is moving on. So you might have been thinking about, well, I want to move on from this particular job. Okay, so I want to move on from this job because I'm just taking a step back to review whether I should take some direct action against this problematic, backstabbing, you know, individual Empress and the Moon energy showing here. And I've been thinking about moving out, you know, moving away from this particular job. You know, I'm so disenchanted with the environment I'm in. You know, I've got problems with the group that I work in. So I feel that some of you guys have problems with an Empress, with that Moon and the Empress energy showing here. All right. I think actually you've got a lot of jealousy around you. I'm getting jealousy here with this Moon energy showing up. I'm getting a lot of problems with females here for some of you Pisces people. Okay, especially one particular female. This Empress thinks that she rules the roost. She's all about the looks. She's very superficial as well, as an Empress too. So she's very, very much about the beauty, about the looks. And I feel that some of you guys have got a real problem going on with an individual like this. But you're kind of taking a moment out as the Hangman. This is your major card to review. Do I take direct action with this individual? You know, some of you guys thinking, I want to just move out of this job. I'm really unhappy in this environment, you know. I've got problems. I've got troublemaking groups, but I've also got problems, just problems within a group of people. Some of you guys feeling that you don't fit in within a group of people showing up here as well with that Four of Cups and the Lovers. I think that you just don't fit in, some of you guys, and you've really got problems, Three of Swords, in the environment that you're working in. So I definitely feel for some of you Pisces, there are probably more than one person. I mean, I feel that there might be a main person involved in the situation who causes a lot of problems. But I also feel by the same token, you've got other people as well that you just don't fit in with, and you've definitely thought probably about, about kind of moving out of a job. Some of you guys have a vision to build your own creative vision as well. Okay, via online King of Wands energy, because King of Wands is media. This is a PR media. So some of you guys have been thinking and visualizing as well in terms of work. Probably building a creative, so Eight of Coins, working on a creative vision, something that you would probably do online. Okay, but some of you guys again taking a step back before you take any direction on that, any direct action on that at the same time. Move forward with the Chariot before you kind of bring that out as well, with that Chariot energy showing up there. All right, and you might have been thinking about this as well because you don't fit in with a group of people. You seem to have problems with a group of people that you're working with, and you're just really not happy about that environment that you're in. Let's have a quick look at what the work situation. I'm going to use the Astral House cards from the Tea Leaf Fortune Telling cards. We're going to have a look at your career, and what we're going to use instead today, because I find that shuffling around in that tea leaf bag gets on my nerves. It's annoying. So we're going to use the answer deck to have a look at career. All right, so we've got the Master that's shoved out first there. Let's have a look. So in terms of your career, the Master, there's a storm. Okay, I feel that somebody here I think that somebody in a position of authority is causing problems. They're causing a storm. Okay, the Master is somebody who's in a place of authority. This is the head of something here. I'm seeing a Master, somebody creating a storm. Oh God, we've got all these cards falling out, and this one here. But you should have a victory with this. Okay, there's a dark-haired man showing up here as well. What else have we got? We've got a dark-haired man and a dark-haired woman and a stranger. I think that these three people here, I'm seeing a dark-haired man, dark-haired woman and a stranger bringing victory though. Okay, showing up here, Pisces. So in terms of your career, I'm seeing a Master. It's probably this Empress. It's either an Empress or a King of Wands, one of the two. It could be two people. But I'm seeing mainly this woman here who is the little bit of the backstabber, jealous person. She does a lot of stuff behind the scenes. She's very, very, very underhanded, I feel, with that moon energy. The moon is feminine energy, and in a work reading, you've got problems with females often. You've got a woman sitting next door there, and you guys are hanging back and saying, let me take a moment out to figure out whether I should really tell on this woman. Take some direct action here with the King of Wands energy showing there. I mean, this woman doing this thing for some of you Pisces, it might have been just ongoing. Eight of Coins, it might have been going on forever and ever and ever and ever. A long time with the Eight of Coins, because Eight of Coins can also mean it's ongoing. So this might have been ongoing with the Eight of Coins, and some of you guys are like, I've got to get out of here with the Chariot. Unhappy with that environment that you're in. The Four of Wands is the environment. I'm seeing a lot of unhappiness within that environment, and you guys feeling, hurt and bruised and feeling like very much a lot of disappointment. Three of Swords energy with the Lovers. Some of you guys really wanting to separate yourself from groups as well. Some of you guys not feeling that you fit in with the groups of people here. And I feel that whoever the Master is, I think it might be this Empress is creating a storm. But there might be a stranger, a brown-haired man, a brown-haired woman that will bring victory to you. Okay, we'll try and get the tea leaves on that as well for work too. So Universe, Spirit, in 3 cards, what do you see for career? Just show me 3 cards for career as well through the tea leaves. What do you see, please, tea leaves? 1, 2. Let's turn this one over and this one so we can give me one more card for career for Pisces, please. All right, and this one here. Let's have a look. So through the tea leaves, it says cracked cup. So dissatisfaction with life, which we were getting in that Four of Cups energy showing there. What else did we get? We get 10, but this is a temporary situation, okay? So it's saying you might be feeling dissatisfied with life at work, but this is a temporary situation. Horseshoe, you're going to have good luck. Excellent. I'm really glad I pulled those as well. So I think the good luck is coming through. It feels like there's somebody here, and the reason why they show as being a Master as well is that they're very good at it. They're very experienced as the Master. This Empress stroke moon person here, very experienced in creating problems in the workplace. You're dealing with a real narcissist or someone really nasty. But I do feel here you've got three people, a stranger, a dark-haired man and a dark-haired woman that could bring victory. Maybe that's taking it to HR. Some of you guys have been waiting to take direct action. You needed to get a little bit more information, see what's going on with this individual. But I think the universe is saying if you take it higher, you could get victory with them, you know, people working on your side. And through these cards, it's saying, yes, you do have dissatisfaction with life in work. However, Pisces, this is a temporary situation and there will be good luck in the end. Excellent. All right, guys, what we're going to do, we're going to do your love reading. Just bear with me. Okay, Pisces, let's have a look for love. What have we got? We've got the Five of Wands. When you get the Five of Wands in a love reading, this could either be conflict with a partner. Sometimes this is just a petty argument with the Five of Wands, or it's literally feeling worries and anxiety with the Five of Wands energy showing up. But they're coming to an end with the Death energy. So we've got, if you've been feeling anxious or you've been having petty arguments with the partner, then these will come to an end with the Death energy showing up here. Three of Wands looking ahead. Okay, so I feel that for some of you guys, it could be you've had problems with a partner. It's coming to an end. You're either looking forward to the future with the partner or you're out of the relationship completely, Pisces, and you're looking ahead with that Three of Wands. I think that you guys are just looking for happiness because in front of the Three of Wands is that Nine of Cups. So worries are at an end here. Conflicts are at an end with an individual here. I think that you're just looking for contentment and happiness with the Nine of Cups energy. Five of Cups energy. So we've got the Five of Cups. Five of Cups and the Nine of Cups, sometimes somebody's putting on a brave face. All right, so what I'm getting here is that you've had some problems with a partner with the Five of Wands. I do feel that this is coming to an end because you guys are now looking to the future. But I do feel with that Nine of Cups and the Five of Cups, this is all about you guys just putting on a brave face at the moment. Let's have a look at the next one. The Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands can mean that you're ready now. You're ready to go out of there. You're ready to come out of your comfort zone. It can also mean a couple of lovers as well. The Five of Swords. Okay, I feel that somebody is still watching you because the Five of Swords can also be somebody who is watching you. All right, I don't think that this partner is done yet. I think that they're still watching you here, Pisces, from a safe place. So the Two of Wands energy showing here. Okay, it's really weird because it's almost like you're ready to, this is almost like it's you. And often when I do on tarot, I look at the tarot interaction, and what I'm seeing here is a girl. She looks like she's a ballerina or something, or she's at the circus, but she's standing between two wands showing here. But I'm getting somebody here who's watching you. They're ready. As soon as you come out, they're ready for you. As soon as you come out of your safety zone, as soon as you come out, I'm not going to say that they're ready for you when you come out of your home, but look how he's looking at you. Look how he's looking at you. You're ready now to move forward, but this person here is still waiting. They're still watching you. I see you guys now are ready for a new beginning with the Two of Wands energy, but I get the impression that whoever it is that you ended things with, Pisces, they're still watching you with the Five of Swords energy. They haven't given up hope. Oh, it's a nasty little King of Swords reverse, sorry. It's a really nasty King of Swords reverse. This Five of Swords is this King of Swords in the reverse. This is a very cruel guy, unfortunately. Verbally, he's not a very nice individual either. He's very cruel and he's very jealous. Very nasty individual is the King of Swords in the reverse, and he's a liar as well. I'm getting here that this person, there's someone around you who wants to take advantage. Five of Swords and that King of Swords in the reverse. They'll do anything. They'll lie to you. They'll take advantage of you with the Five of Swords energy by lying to you with that King of Swords. They'll tell you anything. They'll manipulate you. I'm getting verbal manipulation with these two cards concerning you here. As soon as they see you getting on with your own life with the Two of Wands energy, it feels like this person's already planning that to manipulate you to try and bring you back in with those cards. I could have read them in a far more unpleasant way, but we won't be doing that on general readings. But I don't like the look of those two cards together at all. Yeah, Three of Swords. This person's really heartbroken. Three of Swords energy. They're really, really upset with that Three of Swords energy. Okay, Ten of Coins energy. Separation within a relationship here. Separation of the Ten of Swords within a marriage or a relationship. King of Swords reverse. I think I've got somebody here who's really angry with you. It's almost like, to be honest with you, this looks like they're not seducing you with you. It looks like they're attacking you. Because King of Swords in the reverse is really cruel with his words, and so is the Five of Swords. This is verbal cruelty because you've split the family up. So what I'm getting from here is that you guys, this frustration, these arguments, these problems that you've had, I think it's with this King of Swords in the reverse. It's at an end here because now you're looking ahead. It has been hard because you're having to put on a brave face. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to say, Pisces, I see you guys putting on a brave face. Nine of Cups and that Five of Cups. This is somebody who's pretending to be happy even though they're sad. So see you guys putting on a brave face. All right. Looking to the future because I feel that a time of kind of feeling upset and unhappy and everything is over for you. So really this Five of Wands is kind of saying to me that you guys have really been through the mill. You've been really hurting with that Five of Wands over the ending of a relationship. But for you guys, you're saying, you know what, this is at an end. I'm going to put a brave face on things with the Nine of Cups and the Five of Cups, and I'm going to get out there and I'm going to start living my life again. As soon as you go out there, though, we've got this Five. I think there's somebody around you who really dislikes you. This person wants to bring you down. It's the person that you walked out on. And they're really angry with you. With that Five of Swords and the King of Swords energy in the reverse. They're really angry with you. And what I'm getting here is some verbal nastiness. Because you broke the family up. You broke the relationship up. Three of Swords and the Ten of Swords. Ten of Coins. This is separation in the family. So it's because you broke the family up. It's because you broke the relationship up. This person's got a few choice words to you. I'm not going to say that they're going to be really, but this is not nice energy. Five of Swords and the King of Swords in the reverse. This is somebody who's really cruel, and this is somebody who will swear and try and put you down. This is somebody who's going to be really nasty. All right, so as soon as they're watching you, this person I see as watching you, they've got something really nasty to say to you. They want to put you down. They want to make sure that you feel it because you separated the family. So I would just say, I don't think anything really ominous with this, but I don't like those two cards together. All I can say on this reading, Pisces, is that I'm seeing somebody around you who's really angry with you with their King of Swords reverse and the Five of Swords. They've got a few choice words to say to you because you broke the family up. You broke their heart. You broke the family up. Okay? They see you as breaking up the family. All right, they don't blame themselves for anything. They're putting all the blame on you, Pisces. They really are. They're really, really angry with you. But they're only angry with you, and they've only got a few choice words to say to you, Pisces, because you've decided to get on with your own life with the Three of Wands energy. You're putting a brave face on things, and you're getting on with your own life. And with this Five of Swords in the reverse, in the upright, they're really jealous of that, and they're really angry, and they also want to take revenge on that. Okay, this King of Swords in the reverse, this very angry, extraordinarily malicious individual here, because King of Swords reverse is very malicious, especially verbally. He's really malicious. This very malicious individual here wants his revenge on that, because the Five of Swords is all about taking revenge. So I'm seeing a King of Swords reverse. This will be the partner that you dismounted, the partner that you got rid of, Pisces. This person's probably going to want their revenge. I mean verbally, okay? Don't look into too much what I'm saying. I'm saying verbally they're going to want their revenge. All right, they're going to want their revenge here. All right, so, and it's because you're coming out of your comfort zone with the Two of Wands. It's because they can see that you're changing, you're going out there, you're living life. They're probably even checking your social media. They're probably doing that. I'm seeing them checking your social media as well, because they're watching you. Can you see how they're watching? They're ready. Can you see how he's waiting? Can you see how he's waiting? He's waiting here and he's looking over. This is you, Pisces, the Two of Wands. You're going out there and you're showing yourself and you're presenting yourself to the world, and they're waiting for you to do that because this person's very jealous and they want to take revenge. This person's really angry with you, I'm afraid, okay, because they see you as splitting the family up. All right, splitting up their family, disrupting the family. The Three of Swords is the divorce card. It's the divorcing the family. It's separating within the family. It's causing a schism within the family. They're really angry about that, but they only don't like it because you're living your life. You're living your best life. The thing is, I don't understand why they can't do it as well, because you're having to put a brave face on. So why can't they? Why can't they? And it's because you're putting your brave face on. They're thinking, oh, she's over it. He or she's over it. How can they be over it so quickly? That's why they're angry. That's why they want their revenge. And they'll probably want their revenge through malicious words. So they'll probably take their revenge on you, or try and take their revenge on you. They've probably intention. Look how he looks into this. He's ready and he's waiting. So the intention with that Five of Swords is to say some nasty stuff to you. King of Swords in the reverse. It is to be cruel. It's to send cruel messages. It's just to be really nasty to you. But it's all because you broke up the family, unfortunately. Sorry about that, guys, but that's what I'm seeing. Let's have a quick look at what your love reading is saying. I keep forgetting to do wealth as well. Universe Spirit in 3 cards. What do you see coming in for love? Oh, God, look what came out. Did you see that flick out? There's a hidden enemy. That's why it's showing up here. This is the hidden enemy. The hidden enemy is the person that you got rid of. That's what it is. What else can you tell us, please, in 2 cards? Okay, ending. Okay, what's the next one? Okay. Ending, brown-haired woman. Okay. I don't know what's going on in here, but I think it's because you're looking at... I think this is you. Brown-haired woman. I think this is mainly for the women. But if you are looking towards an ending with this person, this is why you got a hidden enemy, because you ended it. Can you see how you look towards the ending? So it's reiterating what we're saying in the reading. You've got this hidden enemy here. Can you see how he's hiding? He or she is hiding behind the curtain. There they are, waiting for you to come out. All right, they've got a few choice words. They're very cruel. I'm not going to read it any other way, guys. I'm not doing that. But this person, just, you know, just be alert that this person is kind of like not happy. They're not happy that you've ended the relationship with them. They're really pissed because they think that you've kind of, you know, you've broken the family up, that type of thing. They're really pissed out about it. They don't like that you're going out there and you're living your best life. They just don't like it. Okay, what can Pisces do about this individual in 2 to 3 cards? What can they do about this individual in 2 to 3 cards? Secrets. Okay. Oh, secret jealousy. All right. Fair grey-haired woman. What you can do is secret jealousy. Brown hair, fair-haired woman at peace. Brown, fair-haired woman at peace. Secrets and jealousy. You can do secret jealousy. Fair-haired woman at peace. Is at peace. I don't know whether this is you. I don't know what it means. I don't know what's trying to tell me. You can do secret jealousy. Because you're not jealous, they are. I'm going to take this back up. It makes no sense. You're not jealous, they are. That's why they want to stop you from living your best life. That's the thing. This person doesn't want you. They want to say a few nasty things to you. They want to make you feel like you're no good, like you can't live your best life because they're jealous. They're jealous and they're hurt. Let's have a look. Universe Spirit, can you show me? Can you show me, please? What should Pisces do about this individual? Oh, I'm wondering if it's meaning that you should tell someone. Sorry, actually, let's have a look. Can we get those cards back? I think you to tell your secrets. Sorry, I think that's what it meant. Carol. Tell your secrets. I think you need to tell someone. Tell someone of the jealousy that this person is feeling. I think you need to tell someone. You can tell another individual, whoever that is. It doesn't have to necessarily be a woman, but I think you need to tell your secrets of this person's jealousy to this individual in order to bring peace. Okay, so I just feel that you need to share this with someone, and you probably, if it resonates with you, Pisces, you'll know what I'm talking about here. But I do feel that you need to tell someone about this. Sorry, it just clicked with me. Sorry, you need to tell someone about this. Okay, you do need, Pisces, to tell someone about this, because you know, in order to put, I think this is giving you peace of mind. You need to tell someone about this, because I'm wondering with that 5 of Swords, is somebody stalking you as well. I'm not being horrible, but the 5 of Swords can be a stalker as well. And you've got a King of Swords in the reverse. This is like a really jealous, you know, hard done by lover, as it were, who's really hurt that you broke the family up. You know, this is a fucked up individual. So be careful, because can you see how he's looking towards this? He's stalking. So I wouldn't be surprised if somebody's stalking you. I'm not being horrible, but I'm just saying. It just feels like somebody might be stalking you as well. They don't want you to live your best life. They don't like it that you're having fun. They don't like it that you're getting on with your life, Pisces. So this person might also be stalking you as well. Okay, and they could be stalking you online. 3 of Wands is online. This person might be stalking you online as well. 5 of Swords and that 3 of Wands. I'm getting them stalking you online. They're looking at all your activity. That type of thing. So be very, very careful of this individual, okay? I don't like the look of that. I'm sorry. I just don't. Let's have a quick look at your wealth, all right? Where are we? So the wealth cards. Career we've done. Let's have a quick look at wealth. Universe Spirit, show me through the answer deck. What do you see in terms of wealth for Pisces? You're going to have victory in wealth. Good. Victory. I wouldn't be surprised maybe if there was some form of a lottery win, because you've got a victory card here in your money, and then you've got vulnerable. It's almost like you're new to this, and you have to be open to getting some wisdom in there. You have to be open to getting some kind of tutelage or being taught how to handle that well. So I wouldn't be surprised for some of you guys if you had a lottery win or something like that. All right, that's your reading, guys. Take care. Love you. Bye.